Hi, I'm Nadia Combs, Chair of the Hillsborough County School Board. I want to welcome you to Hillsborough County Public Schools. We serve more than 200,000 students. That includes children in preschool through adults in our workforce program.
I'm Henry Shake Washington, the Board Vice Chair. Our district is the 7th largest in America, and our team is made up of more than 24,000 people working at nearly 250 sites across the county.
Our district is diverse and dedicated. Our board meetings are held in our board auditorium on select Tuesdays at 4 p.m. The best way to serve our students and our community is to involve you, the public, in what we do.
You are welcome to email or meet with any of our board members and follow our district on social media. Board meetings are covered live by Hillsborough Schools TV on Spectrum Cable Channel 635 and Frontier Cable Channel 32.
Meetings are also streamed live on our website at hillsboroughschools.org. Closed captioning is provided on all broadcasts, and past meetings are available in our online archive.
We are interested in what the public has to say. We'll include time for audience comments before we address our business items. Our agenda and any supporting materials can be viewed online in advance. They are posted 7 days before each meeting on our website at hillsboroughschools.org.
Our vision is preparing students for life, and that means all students, every day. Todos los estudiantes, todos los días. Thank you for your interest in education. With your help, we're making decisions that shape our community's future.
The board recognition meeting of December 6, 2022 is now called to order. Member Washington will now lead us in a moment of silence followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Let the record reflect that Member Hahn, Member Perez, and Member Vaughn will not be attending tonight. Board members, I'd like to go over the format of today's recognition meeting. As we begin the format, let me quickly review the format of our school board meetings. Please silence all electronic devices. At recognition meetings, we recognize our students, teachers, schools, community partnerships, among others, but we will not be approving items of business. Keep in mind that the staff has worked hard trying to keep a tight schedule so that this meeting flows smoothly and concludes timely. Board members, keep your comments brief. The meeting will adjourn after the last recognition. If any of you would like to take a photograph with students, please feel free to come up. Thank you all for attending this evening. I'm glad to see such a full house. It's wonderful to see so many people and so many students here tonight. We will now begin with the recognitions. AO1 is the recognition of students representing Hillsborough County Public Schools at the State and National History Day competitions. Martha Ford, Supervisor of 6 through 8 Social Studies, will be highlighting this recognition. Board members, once she completes, you may comment. Thank you.
Good evening, board members, superintendent, staff, students, family, and our whole HCPS community. I'm Martha Ford. I'm the 6-8 Social Studies Supervisor. I'm here with my colleagues somewhere in the back there, Kelly Brennan, the 9-12 Supervisor, and Marie Rogers, our K-5 Supervisor, and Eric Gavin, the 6-8 Social Studies Coach, who is important to note because he also has been the regional coordinator for our History Fair for many years as a classroom teacher. Anyway, each year, HCPS Social Studies serves as the regional sponsor for National History Day competition, which revolves around an annual theme. National History Day is open to public, private, and homeschooled students in grades 6-12. Participating schools conduct a school-wide competition and send their top winners to the regional competition. Students compete by submitting either individual or group projects in 5 different categories: paper, exhibit, website, performance, or documentary. Some of you have served as judges on that. We really appreciate your continuing support. Top winners at our regional competition held in February proceed to the state level competition held in May. In turn, top state winners can proceed to national levels. This year, we're proud to announce several state competitors in our categories, and we actually had one who went on to national. So to start with our middle school, in junior individual exhibit, third place at state, to go to state, was Sai Kodagara-Lapali from Farnell Middle School, and her teacher was Holly Hartman. And we have a certificate for you. They also earn medals and other stuff when they go to the state competition. And the next winner was a junior group website, third place at the state. And this was the team of Johari Matando, Sunil Pothan, Catherine Pulido, and Valerie Rivera from Williams Middle School, and their teacher was Monica Dutsar. Next, we'd honor from senior group documentary, third place at state also, Catherine Bentley and Madison Wall. And because they didn't have a teacher to sponsor them, actually Eric Gavin was their sponsor. He served in that role, then we can do that. But I wanted to tell you their project, they were both from Plant High School, and their project was the Forgotten Florida Wade-ins, wading into the desegregation debate. Very interesting topic. And they were the ones that couldn't come tonight, right, from Plant, that's correct. But we did have another high school student who is the one who went on to nationals because they got a second place in state. And that was Victoria DeMarcus Ignacio, a 10th grade student last year at Sickles High School, and her teacher, Gregory Burr. And her topic was Guns Pointed Inwards, Japanese Americans Road of Dogged Debate for Much Deserved Diplomacy. And I don't know if they're here, I guess not. Again, the upcoming topic for this year is frontiers, and so I think it's going to be lots of better and really crazy topics. I think it'll be fun, but we always count on your support, and if any of you would like to be judges, let us know as soon as possible because it's coming up soon in February. And thank you, students, and thank you to their parents for all the work that they do.
Congratulations.
Board members, at this time, if you have any comments, please push your button. Member Gray?
Well, I'm sitting next to a former social studies teacher, and I've been one for most of my teaching years. But at any rate, I just want to thank Martha Ford for her service to the students, and Eric Gavin for making competition a fun situation with these students. And you bring the subject area of social studies up many, many notches, and you challenge our students accordingly. So big time thank you. Students were very proud of you for engaging in competitive events and in all the curriculum that now is expected of you, and you've performed mighty well. So very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Gray. And I just really quickly wanted to thank Martha Ford. I think I judged the competition for 15 years. My son competed and didn't place. You see public, private, you see many schools competing all throughout the district here. And for those students to go to the state and then some even go to the national level is amazing. It's a huge accomplishment. And it's a testimonial to all the social studies teachers and making sure the importance to know how important history is. So I thank you to you and everybody in staff, and congratulations to all the students. And I wish all the ones nationally, and let's get more and more students next year. Thank you so much. We will now do the recognition of Career Technical and Adult Education Competition Award recipients. Chris Jargo, Director of Career and Technical Education, will be highlighting this recognition.
Madam Chair, school board members, superintendent, and staff, Thank you for the opportunity to recognize our CTE activities. For the past 6 months or so, we had wonderful summer and fall activities, and we're bringing you many accomplishments from our state and national recognitions in many of our different activities. So we're going to start with our FFA, formerly known as the Future Farmers of America, but now only the FFA, and we will begin with our outstanding chapter from Barrington Middle School. So we'll be bringing some students, some principals, some advisors up here, and when we get through a group, parents, if you'd like, you can come up and take a picture with your group. So our chapter at FFA is led by Mr. Greg Lehman and supported by our principal, Ms. Cummings. And we're going to start off with Cameron Varnado. She was first in the nation in the conduct of the chapter. She's part of a team that includes Ashlyn Domanovich, Jesse Parker, Daniela Ricks, Alexandra Zhiranik, Morgan Walters, Caroline Kometz, Haley Peacock. I will invite for pictures once again. This is the first in the nation FFA conduct of a chapter in middle school. Continuing with FFA from Durant High School, let's welcome up Savannah Rice, Caroline Haxton. Let's welcome up their chapter advisor, Miss Brittany Coleman, and their principal, Mr. Gary Graham. In FFA, Durant was a 3-star national chapter. Congratulations. Also from this group, Miss Caroline Haxton, we'd like to congratulate her. She was a silver medal national in the employment skills category. Congratulations, Caroline, for that additional recognition. Next up from Marshall Middle School, Lila Linares, our student. Madison Lacour, supported by their chapter advisor, Katie Boyer, and principal, Mr. Dennis Mayo. They are a 3-star national chapter, Marshall Middle School, for the FFA National Convention. Congratulations. Next up, from Steinbrenner High School, another 3-star national chapter, students Renata Blatt, Ava Gelyan, advisor Jessica Switzer, supported by their administrators, Principal Tiffany Ewell, Assistant Principal Mr. Dennis Derflinger. Steinbrenner was also a top 3 finalist in the Growing Leaders category. Congratulations, students. Next up is Turkey Creek Middle School, continuing with FFA. Another 3-star national chapter, Lena Bent. Cody Rice. Supported by Alyssa Rogers. Jessica Hawkins. And their principal, Ms. Jacqueline Savino. We're going to move on to our FCCLA, many of our family and consumer science topics. We have many from this organization, so I'm going to start off with their advisor coming up, Miss Rhea Long, and their principal, Dr. Gordon. This is from Hillsborough High School. We're going to recognize our first student, Tazane Benson. She was silver level in the state FCCLA event management. Our next Hillsborough High School student in sport nutrition, Ileana Shellman, silver level. Our next student was also silver level. This is Caitlin Vinson in sports nutrition. I'd like to give a special recognition to Caitlin. She is the Vice President of Public Relations for FCCLA. Congratulations on winning that office. Thank you very much, Hillsborough. We're going to invite one more FCCLA recognition. Miss Rhea Long will continue. She's our state director, and she has Mr. Jorge Sanchez, the Vice President of Finance from the National Executive Council. He is a national officer. He is from Jefferson High School, supported by Chef Hillard and Principal Brittany Wilhelm. Next up in FCCLA, from Leto High School, we have Christian Gallego. Christian in the culinary arts won the level of gold. He is supported by Chef Deborah Chladky, Assistant Principal, Ms. Artabasi, and I want to have a special recognition, of course, Mr. Pablo Gallego, his father, one of our other principals here supporting him. Congratulations, gold level culinary arts. From Sumner High School, we're going to welcome Ella Cummings. Ella is the Vice President of Junior Relations for the state FCCLA, and she's supported by Principal Mr. Rob Nelson. And also, Ella made an achievement in her contest. She was silver in the Focus on Children event, and that was from Progress Village, Middle Magnet. So congratulations. We have our FCCLA from Tampa Bay Technical High School. Let's bring up Jada Gordon. In the entrepreneurship category, we also have a partner, Skylar Rayner. They are supported by Miss Ernestine Woody Bethune, Principal. They achieved the silver level in the entrepreneurship at the state FCCLA event. We have a special teacher recognition today. I'd like to welcome Mr. Evan Statman of Jefferson High School and his principal, Miss Brittany Wilhelm. Mr. Statman was the winner at the 2022 Janet Linton Leadership Award from NAF Next 2022. NAF is the organization that supports our Academy of Finance at Jefferson High School. And congratulations, this is a great honor at their national conference this past summer. Moving on to FBLA, our Future Business Leaders of America, and our wonderful chapter from Liberty Middle School. Let's start off with Radha Panchal. First place, career exploration. Then we will bring up Sophia Maust and Lauren O'Neill. First place, critical thinking. Let's also bring up from FBLA, Amber Wan, Liberty Middle School. Amber was first place in running an effective meeting. What a great category. I would love to take that myself. Let's invite up their advisor, Miss Daisy Questel, and their proud principal, Mr. Frank Diaz, who support them. Bringing up the Skills USA national winners. Let's start with their instructor, Mr. Taylor Thor, and their principal, Miss Ernestine Woody Bethune. Second place in pin design at the national conference was Desiree Tirado. Third place in t-shirt design was Isabella Ruiz. Thank you very much. And just to check, any other career winners that came since I started? Always want to make sure. Thank you very much for your support of our career technical programs.
Thank you, Chris.
Board members, at this time, if you have any comments, please push your button. Member Rendon?
I just want to take an opportunity to thank each and every one of you students for going above and
Beyond.
I just want to take an opportunity to thank each and every one of you students that go above and beyond your everyday classwork. You put yourselves out there and take a risk, and by doing so, you give yourself an opportunity to succeed. So I want to thank each and every one of you and hope that you continue striving forward and reach for the stars. Thank you again.
Member Gray?
Ditto, Member Rendon. I believe that you all are reaching for the stars. You're preparing for life, and you have smoothed the path, a career path that is now not only acceptable, but in high gear, and the students are ready to become anything they would like to be. So this is a great opportunity, Chris Jargo, and I know Yvonne Fry is not here, but we thank you very much for all the hard work that you put forth and the programs. So thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Member Gray. Member Washington?
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I also like to ditto what they said. I'd like to thank the students for all their hard work, because you don't realize how hard it is to be successful. It takes a lot of heart and desire and dedication to be successful. And Chris, thank you. You learned something from, that's one of my former students there. So he's doing a good job. I'm proud of you there. But, but anyway, I want to thank the students for their hard work and dedication.
Yes, I just want to say congratulations to all the students. I see a lot of entrepreneurs. I see a lot of hard work. And I remember when Hurricane Ian was coming, I was at a shelter, and there was Miss Schweitzer, the FFA lead, the day before, a hurricane's coming, preparing, making sure the animals are okay, and making sure her kids are there to compete. So it's so much dedication. These principals, all these people who support these students, I want to thank them for all their hard work, because we know without the teachers and all the administrators and all the support, the students wouldn't be as successful. So thank all of you, and congratulations to each and every one of you. Superintendent Davis?
Yes, ma'am. Through the chair, yes, ma'am. I just want to echo everything that our board members said. When we talk about being able to create pathways for our students to allow them to transition to the workforce, we want to make certain that we have thriving opportunities. And today, when you see it through consumer science, FFA, you look at cybersecurity, look at entrepreneurship, and the list continues. It says a lot about what Hillsborough County Public Schools is doing right for our students every single day. And, hats off to you, Chris. I'd love to see your grades with Member Washington when you were a student. We'd love to see them. Have to look at those, maybe ask for a public records request. I don't know. The other thing is for Scott Brooks as well. The two of you continue to, accept my challenge to be able to expand our pathways and open up a new construction and medical academy next year. Just talks about the hard work, but tonight's about students. Thank you for your willingness to be dedicated, to go over and beyond the call of duty, and staying connected to be the best and the brightest, not only locally, but throughout the state and throughout the nation. I tip my hat. Congrats to our teachers and our leaders as well.
Thank you. Thank you for all that you do. AO3, the recognition of the 2022-2023 middle school champions and the 2022-2023 Florida High School Athletic Association state champions. Lannis Robinson, Director of Athletics, will be highlighting this recognition.
Madam Chair, board members, superintendent, and anyone in attendance today, thank you all for giving us the opportunity to present these champions, and that's exactly what they are. Obviously, in order to become a champion, that means that they've done what they needed to do inside the classroom to be able to compete in athletic competition. And we have the opportunity tonight to recognize one of 3 times when we recognize state champions at the high school level and county champions at the middle school level, and we want to do that today. These are for the first sport that we're going to recognize at the middle school level is going to be basketball, and our first team is the girls basketball team that won the county championship from Martinez Middle School. And here to make some introductions, we have the principal, Mr. Toby Johnson.
Thank you, guys. I'm Toby Johnson, the proud principal at Bob Martinez Middle School. At this time, I'm going to have Coach Mountain come up and then introduce our young ladies.
All right, first, thank you for having us here. We do have a few missing. We have some really good sports stars at Martinez, so we have the track practice going on. So I'm going to read the list. If I call your name, just and you're here, just come on up. Quinn Beddingfield, Michaela Diorio, Addison Godshall, Aria Parker, Sadie Wilkinson, Sienna Nealon, Lorden Burks, Samantha Coble, Sarah Coble, Brianna Hartley, Maggie Higgins, Sophia Dew, and my lovely assistant, Coach Moffitt. Come on down.
So next up, we have the boys basketball team that won the middle school county championship. They're from Williams Middle School, and here to make some introductions, we have Principal Shelley Blackwood Green.
All right, good evening, everybody, and I am the proud principal of Williams Middle Magnet School. Our coach, Eric Hayes, could not be here today, and I just want to say this is a three-peat for Williams Middle Magnet School. All right, so when I call your name, please come up. Javon Carley, Deshaun Chapman, Cedric Clark, Curtis Durr, Shaka Hall. It's Williams, so they're all home doing their homework. Malik Hammond, Mikhail Hepburn, Komet Hutcherson, Mark Jones, Jason Lewis, Mateus Martinez, Christian Mitchell, Ralil Parks, Nicholas Ramirez, John Randall IV, Joshua Rector, Eric Rose, Rowan Scher, and Zy Stallworth.
You made it.
Somebody gotta yell champion. Champions, three-peat.
All threes. Congratulations. Now we're going to move to our next sport, which was volleyball, which concluded just last week. And we're going to start with our girls county champion in volleyball. That's the team from Walker Middle School. Here to make some additional introductions, we have Principal Heather Holloway.
All right. Good evening, board, Madam Chair, Superintendent Davis. It's good to see you all. So I'm really proud of these ladies. Obviously, not only do they excel academically and behaviorally at Walker, but this is a team that we have had zero drama out of. So socially, and that is, but listen, that is a testament to the leadership of our awesome coaches, because they set the tone with the team, and which is what helped these ladies get to where they are right now. So, Coach Bart Sumner, and is Coach Jim here as well? Okay, Mr. Sumner, come on out.
Okay, good evening. Good evening. Thank you, Mrs. Holloway. Appreciate it. Thank you to Superintendent Davis and our school board. Appreciate that we're able to recognize our volleyball players at Walker this evening. I also would like to thank our administration at Walker, again, Mrs. Holloway, Mrs. Sarah Caldwell, our assistant principal, Mr. Henry Leffler, our assistant principal and athletic director, for without their support and the support of our physical education department and all our students and staff and teachers at Walker, this would not be possible. So thank you, okay? So I would like to recognize the achievements of our team, county champions. They worked hard all year for this. Anything that Coach Jim Heidelberg and I asked them to do, they did, they executed, they came together, played hard, played as a team, and became champions. So I would like to introduce our players and have them come up to be recognized. So we have our captain, Audrina Parker. Our captain, Kate Smith. Kelsey Smith, Honor McClure, Madison Black, Kelsey Keogh, Leona Brewer, and then we have, let's see, sorry, lost my place here. Kaya Rome, Claire Trocio, and Sharia Desari, okay? I'd also like to recognize our team members that weren't able to be here this evening. So Avery Adams, we have Aaliyah Kartaya, we have Mia Fumai, we have Shay Plants, let's see, Christina Tillman, and Mila Velez. So congratulations again to all of you. Job well done. You are champions. Thank you.
Okay, our next county champion that we will recognize is boys volleyball, and that's the team from Tomlin Middle School. Here to make some introductions, Principal Tracy Durrance.
Thank you, and thank you. I am a very proud and very honored principal for Tomlin Middle School. And I have to say, thank you guys very much for taking the time to recognize these students. They spend a lot of time at practices, and they're always doing things across the campus too, and sometimes they don't always get recognized for their accomplishments. But tonight, we are going to recognize these kids, and my students are probably all here because they're ready for their principal to take them out to dinner tonight. So, let me introduce to you Bert Gideons, our wonderful boys volleyball coach.
Thank you very much. All right, boys. First, we have Gunnar Barthel, Joseph Borchard, Keegan Butler, Hunter Carball, Nolan Catlin, Jolyn Cole, Gus Devane, Siler Gideons, Titan Gill, Luis Lopez, Kelly Malloy, Park Schiebel, Devin Simmerall, Noah Stanley, and Dylan Yeager. And my assistant coach, my wife, Amy Gideons. All right, let me say a couple things real quick, please. All right, boys, I'm very proud of you. You came together as one team and one body to perform your individual roles to bring about our success as a team. Thank you, school board, for the opportunity to have boys volleyball in middle school, and I hope at some point in the near future, boys volleyball will also be available at the high school level. I know many former players that would be very excited for that opportunity. I would like to thank God for guidance and discernment throughout the season. I would also like to thank my wife Amy, Ms. Durrance, Coach Bornstein, and other fellow faculty members for their support throughout the season. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, and ask for Burns. Come this way. Ask for Burns. Get Burns. Burns. Our final presentation, and definitely, certainly not our least, is for a state champion at the high school level. State champions in the state of Florida are, so well thought of across the country. It is unbelievable. And here tonight, we get to honor the 4A state champion in swimming from Steinbrenner High School. And here to make some introductions, we have the principal, Tiffany Ewell, and the assistant principal for administration, Mr. Dennis Durflinger.
It's always so exciting to be here to recognize one of my athletes, but also exciting is watching some of my feeder schools bringing their kids up here. So I'm thinking I might be coming back to some of these meetings in the future. So that was great. I would like to introduce, we have an amazing athlete for you to hear about. My coach, Kimberly Loggins Harkness, is here. Our other coach, Kristen Fada, couldn't be here tonight, but Kim's going to speak on behalf of both about our wonderful athlete.
First off, thank you for having us. I could speak for hours about Bella, but I won't. She is just an amazing young lady. She's adorable, as you can see. She's smart, she's athletic, and such a hard worker. Any coach would be thrilled to have her on any team, because if I told her that she couldn't play volleyball, she'd get up tomorrow and take up volleyball. She obviously is a state champion in the 100-yard butterfly. Now imagine 100 yards, that's the size of a football field. She did that in 53 seconds, 0.7. Pretty amazing. What makes it even more incredible is just 2 years ago, she had a very sad accident at a practice in Dryland where she tore her ACL and her MCL. So in 2 years, she has made that recovery and has done that well. And not only did she win the 100 butterfly, but she came in second overall in the state of Florida in the 100 backstroke. So she's to be honored tonight.
No, I can't. I want to give you update. Isn't that it?
Yes.
That's it, right? Thank you so much. I'm a Knoll and I'll do it. I got you. I'm a Knoll, but that's all right. Thank you all for all of the support of the athletic program. I'm a little disappointed that Mr. Washington didn't mention that he went to high school with my mom, since he talked about Mr. Jargo. But thank you all. Have a great night.
Board members, if you have any comments, please press your button. Member Washington?
Thank you. Looking at the athletes, it's a very difficult job being an athlete, because you are tasked with homework, other assignments at home, and you're tasked with doing what the coach is telling you to do. And that's very difficult to do. And when we look at these athletes who are doing a great job in school, working really hard, that's determination and dedication. It's hard to be an athlete. I'm a former athlete and former high school coach. So I know the hard time you go through being an athlete in high school, and hopefully they're going to be successful and be successful in life. So I really want to thank these athletes for all that they do, because it's very difficult. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Washington. Member Gray?
Yeah, I see, and they're not here, but in each of the students and coaches, you deserve so much praise as well. That's putting it mildly. I also am a former athlete, or still trying to be one, but and as a coach, I will make these remarks. The ingredients of perseverance, endurance, goal setting, resilience. Those are the skills that will make each of those children successful in life. And Shake and I, well, I'm sure every one of us know that when things get tough, it takes digging deep, getting inside and making that extra stride or that extra push to win, to be excellent. And what these children are there. I mean, they have the ingredients of so much success. And a word to the coaches, whom I know many of them, they work in the evenings, they work in the mornings, they work, academically with these children, and they mold the fabric of a child in so many ways in their future. So I also am beholden to the coaches in our district. And thank you, Mr. Robinson, for the presentation. We're honored, and we're glad that we have so many, and principals as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Member Gray. Member Rendon?
I want to extend not only congratulations to each of the athletes. As both of the members have said, it takes so much time, dedication to craft your sport. It doesn't just start overnight. You've taken years and years to get to that point. But behind you have been those coaches, those parents, driving to and from. And so I know that it has gotten so many of you where you are because of those people that are behind you. So I want to take an opportunity to not only thank the athletes, the coaches, the parents, but even the community that has come behind each one of these athletes and supported them along the way. Congratulations to each and every one of you.
Thank you, Member Rendon. Member Washington?
Yeah, I just wanted to say one other thing. Mr. Robinson, thank you, because you have brought athletics a long ways in Hillsborough County. And we really appreciate all the hard work and dedication that you do, because it takes a lot of work. And you know what it takes? A lot of discipline, because you know what? You have to be tough to be over this county in athletics. So thank you for all that you do for Hillsborough County.
My fellow board members have said it so well. Thank you to all the coaches, the teachers, the parents, and to the students, because it's so difficult nowadays being able to balance your social, academics, sports, and there's a lot of sacrifices students have to make in order to be able to play that sport, and they give up a lot. So I think it's just wonderful, and congratulations. We have such an amazing athletics department here, and thank you, Mr. Robinson, for all that you do. Superintendent Davis?
Yes, ma'am, and I have to echo everything the board said. And to our athletes, continue to work hard when no one's looking, whether that's at 5:30 in the morning, whether that's at 6:30 in the evening. That's what it takes to separate yourself. And, I know your parents have pushed you to become great, and you're here today because they've created that space for you. And as a parent of a Division I athlete, I can tell you that it never stops. My daughter is a senior this year, and she's 21 years old, and I always ask her every single day, does she do her drills? What does she do when no one's looking? What extra work is she involved in? And that's because we want them to be the best they can be and separate themselves from others. So hats off to our athletes, our coaches, our teachers, our leaders, and Mr. Robinson, continuing to make sure you load this up every single day to have champions, not only for our schools, but for our entire community. So thank you, sir.
Thank you, Superintendent Davis. We will now move on to AO4, the recognition of the District Social Studies Teacher of the Year. Marie Rogers, Supervisor K-5 Social Studies Education. Martha Ford, Supervisor 6-8 Social Studies Education. And Kelly Brennan, Supervisor 9-12 Social Studies Education, will be highlighting this recognition.
Good evening, Mr. Superintendent, board members, and guests. Each year, the Hillsborough County Public Schools Social Studies team selects the Outstanding Social Studies Teacher of the Year for grades K-5, 6-8, and 9-12. Each school can nominate a teacher to represent social studies excellence at their site. Candidates from sites submit a portfolio for district committee review. Winners are then selected based on professionalism, teaching methods, evidence of student learning, and student-teacher relationships. These teachers exemplify best practices in the teaching of social studies. The names of the winners are submitted to the Florida Council for Social Studies for consideration as State Social Studies Teacher of the Year. Our teachers were recognized by the Florida Council for Social Studies at a banquet earlier in October in Orlando. We're proud to recognize the accomplishments of the following teachers. First, our K-5 Social Studies Teacher of the Year is Amanda Lorenzen from Valrico Elementary. Mrs. Lorenzen, since 1995, has educated and inspired students. I know, she started teaching when she was 12. She's educated and inspired students in Hillsborough County from pre-K through grade 5. As a social studies district trainer, she equips teachers with content information and instructional strategies, and she inspires them to value and find time for social studies instruction. At her school, she has implemented, with the support of her amazing principal, Tricia Simonson, she's implemented vertical teams to facilitate conversations from kindergarten through 5th grade about social studies topics. And finally, her students love learning and say that social studies is their favorite subject. Mrs. Lorenzen truly exemplifies the ideal of leading from the classroom. Congratulations.
Hi, I'm back again, Martha Ford. It just took to heart what you all were saying about athletes, and I know you never believe this. I was a high school athlete and college athlete, but what I remember our coach always saying is, you got to play if you want to win. And so when I present the middle school teacher of the year, I want to also ask her principal to come up here, because this particular middle school exemplifies for social studies. They came to play, and they win, okay? From Williams Middle School, I'm really pleased to present to you Crystal Denton. And her principal, Shelley Green. And not only do they produce history fair winners and you name it, but Crystal is an amazing teacher that she's the one that you go to when you want it to get it done, and you want it to get it done right. She's worked on curriculum. Her peers trust her to help me write tests. She was a world history teacher for a gajillion years, long enough to have had my kid. But besides that, she actually took on civics last year, which is our most challenging subject in middle school, and got the highest score on the mid-year. And so that's just impressive in your very first outing. So, Crystal, you are just a wonderful, wonderful example and a role model of what social studies teachers should be. And you give selflessly. She's done a lot of it on her own time. So thank you.
All right, finally is our 9-12 Social Studies Teacher of the Year. He is from Tampa Bay Tech. It is Demarius Muldrow. Demarius teaches U.S. history and African American history at Tampa Bay Tech High School. He values his connections with students. Yes, he is morphed tonight. He values his connection with students. He helps them understand the importance of what came before them so that they can understand their future. And he feels as though the most important thing he can do is help all students grow into positive, contributing members of our communities and our society. Demarius is a proud member of HABC, and he coaches the Black History Brain Bowl team at TBT as well. So he cannot be with us, but with us is his principal, Miss Ernestine Woody. Thank you all.
Thank you. Board members, at this time, if you have any comments, please push your button. Member Gray?
Well, here's from the voice of social studies. But I just want to thank the elementary, middle, and high school. What you've given these children is the love of learning. And the fact is inquiry, always asking questions, learning more. HAPSI also with the Brain Bowl. Wow, we are looking forward to that powerful competition. And I just thank the teachers for embracing. And also, Marie Rogers, I hadn't thanked you in public yet, so I want to also say that big thank you. And Kelly Brennan, because I know it takes quite a team, along with Martha Ford. Thank you all.
And I would be remiss if I didn't make a comment. Thank you so much, Marie Rogers. It's so important for our elementary students to learn social studies. It really, this is a big world, and it's really important to understand what's going around in the world. And so I really think it's important for elementary. And Martha Ford, who's one of the hardest working people I know, who's so passionate about social studies education. Congratulations to the middle school teacher of the year, and finally, to the high school teacher of the year. And Kelly Brennan, who's really has worked so hard and finally took the job because she's worked so hard for so many years with social studies. I just want to thank and congratulate each of these teachers. We have so many amazing teachers in the district, and I'm glad to see all three of you recognized, and congratulations. And thank you for all that you do. We will now move on to AO5, which is the recognition of Hillsborough County Public Schools Energy Program Logo Contest winners. Chris Farkas, Chief Operations Officer, will be highlighting this recognition.
Thank you, Chair Combs, for the opportunity to present this item. We have two items that are back-to-back, and the first one's the logo contest. As you know, with our partner with Generate Capital, Steve Gossett from Generate Capital and Erica Johnson from McKinstry, the first thing is to put a logo to it. Let's see what this is that we're talking about. We talk a lot about energy savings, but what does that mean as far as the carbon footprint and things to go that we're going to talk about with our Energy Star Awards? But first, it's a logo contest. I think there's some slides. Let's see if those are prepared for those contest winners. Yes? There we go. All right. There's only 3 slides. I don't know that I need the clicker.
Hello, School Board and Superintendent Davis. Thank you for having us tonight as we recognize our logo contest winners. We decided to hold a logo contest for the energy program because all organizations, educational programs, sports teams, they have a recognizable brand, their logo that you see anywhere and you recognize it. You see the genie for HCPS, you see the ship for the Buccaneers, you see the golden arches for McDonald's. We wanted to build that for the school district in regards to the energy program. We had over 300 entries from our students. That was narrowed down to a total of, I think, 60 top entries. And we had some great leaders from the school district vote on the winners. So we really appreciate everybody who entered the contest. We know they put work into it. And we also want to thank Generate, the generous sponsor for the contest. Our winners will be receiving $150 for the first place, $100 for the second place, and $50 for the third. And the winning school received $1,000 to use at their discretion, hopefully related to sustainability initiatives at their school. So we'd like to bring up the winners here. From Bloomingdale High School, we'd like to recognize Colton Schaefer. He has the Winning Energy Program logo. This logo will be used for years to come with all energy program related materials. We hope to make merch that hopefully school board members, district administrators, and everybody at the schools will be proudly wearing to recognize the energy program and hopefully be a conversation starter about sustainability in our schools. Second place, from Benito Middle School, we have Mason Moore. And Mason also produced an incredible logo entry. Very close scores for the entries, and we're happy to have Mason here tonight. I don't believe she's here, but our third place winner from Steinbrenner High School was Brooke Snee. And this was another wonderful entry recognizing recycling and the green initiatives that are taking place here in Hillsborough County Schools. We do want to thank everybody, including Generate, for their sponsorship, and everybody who voted for our winners. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Board members, at this time, if you have any comments, please push your button. Okay, we will move on to Member Rendon.
I just want to take a quick moment and just thank each and every one of you students. You're thinking for the future, which is what we in Hillsborough County are trying to do. And think about what your future looks like so that we can look at our energy and our resources. And so thank you guys for taking that time to think beyond today and what tomorrow brings for both you and those to come.
Thank you, Member Rendon. We will move on now to A06, which is the recognition of the 2021-2022 Energy Star certified buildings. Chris Farkas, Chief Operations Officer, will be highlighting this recognition.
Thank you very much. We won't spend too much time bringing everyone up. We just want to make sure the board's recognized and gets a view of what this looks like for that part of it too. So what is an Energy Star certified building? It means they use 35% less energy than their baseline. It means they generate 35% fewer greenhouse gas emissions. And it means they cost less than 60 cents per student and per square foot to operate. So we went from having 0 schools in Hillsborough County to a large list that you're going to see in front of you to have that part of it too. And just real quickly, I'll read those out and then I'll let Mr. Gossett talk about it. And this is a combination of 21 and 22. But Alafai Elementary School, Bing Elementary School, Bowers Whitley Career Center, Carrollwood Elementary, Citrus Park Elementary, Colson Elementary, Dickinson, Egypt Lake, Folsom, Foster, Gaither High School, James, Lake Magdalene, McFarland Park, Maniscalco, Man, Palm River, Pride, Thonotosassa, Trapnell, and yes, next slide. Thank you. Valrico, Walden Lake, West Tampa, Williams Middle School, which seems to be an award winner big on lots of fronts there on the screen, Woodson, and Yates Elementary School. So we're very proud of this long list and intend to add to this list of Energy Star winners. Steve?
So the only thing I want to add is, by the way, you guys should be passing around the very large, heavy metal object that every one of the lobbies of these schools will have. The goal is, as you guys know, as we started this program together in 2018, every single campus, Hillsborough County Public Schools, is going to be on this list. That's the goal. So we started the first 54. I'm hoping to come to see you and have at least double that next year. And then by the time we're in year 3, I want to have them all. So really excited about the program in general and about engaging the curriculum and students and faculty around this. Is just something Superintendent Davis has challenged us to do, is to connect this back to how we're actually educating students. Because it's not just about consuming resources, it's about what are we doing to produce students that are prepared for a future. So lots more to come around Career Center ideas, about job placement, job preparedness, and around this energy space. And I'm excited to be able to continue to work on it with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Board members, if you have any comments, please press your buttons at this time. Member Gray?
Yeah, I wanted to say something regarding the energy saving, and as Member Rendon said, you know, the future has to be guarded and regarded in a precious way to really save on the energies that we're using. But more importantly, global studies, the idea of curriculum matching the future that our children will live in terms of natural resources, the idea that we are getting innovative with Generate is so critical. The awareness that there are only a finite amount of natural resources, for lack of better words, but the savings that is necessary for our students in the future is so critical that we keep sharing that. So I want you guys to expand for sure. And, you know, if you go to Europe, and you're probably very well aware, global studies it's one of the top parts of their curriculum in terms of how to conserve energy. You go to the Netherlands, and you know, they are very concerned, as they should be. So we also can learn from those other European nations. Thank you so much for your commitment towards our students. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Gray. Superintendent Davis?
First and foremost, I thank Generate for being a great partner, not just to sitting outside, just, working in isolation, but working with us under multiple umbrellas for instructional, for innovation, for creativity, and really trying to find solutions that matter and will help us in the future, as our board members spoke about. And this is going from none to 54 to doubling, and we appreciate operations as well continue to be in the forefront to create this space. And also for our winner, I see him in the back. That logo was really, it was a cool logo. It speaks to what we're trying to accomplish. It's clean, it's sophisticated, and that's what we want to be able to accomplish within our school district. So hats off to you, and keep pushing the needle and helping us get better, and we appreciate this partnership as we continue to grow it. So thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Davis. We will now move on to our final item of this evening, which is A07, which is the recognition of the Purple Star School of Distinction. Kim Sukash, District Military Liaison, will be highlighting this recognition.
Madam Chair, school board members, Superintendent Davis, I am proud to present the district's inaugural Purple Star Schools of Distinction. I want to thank the school board for including the creation of the Florida Purple Star program as one of the district's 2020-2021 legislative priorities. The Purple Star School of Distinction recognizes schools that support the unique needs of military families. The designation is through an application process based on the following criteria: identifying a military point of contact, a military families page on the school website welcoming families and providing key information, a student-led transition program, professional development, reserving 5% of controlled open enrollment seats, and participation in at least 3 activities that recognize military families from an established list, which include a school-wide recognition of Month of the Military Child, Purple Up for Military Kids, Veterans Day, Memorial Day, or a school board or the local school board issuing a resolution or proclamation publicizing support for military students and families. This is only a small portion of what our schools do each and every day for our military families. I can tell you that the principals here and throughout the district, they're only a phone call away of welcoming a new family, helping a family who is going through dealing with deployment, or a child who's not happy when they find out they've got orders to move. So this is a great honor, and I really thank all these principals for taking on this, especially the first year coming off of COVID with everything. They didn't know what to expect, and they just jumped right in without hesitation. So, Mr. Davis, if you'll help me welcome the schools and recognizing them, and if the schools will come up as I call your name. So we have Anderson Elementary, represented by Principal Sierra.
Congratulations, and thank you for what you do.
Thank you. Ballast Point Elementary, represented by Principal Hastings and Assistant Principal Shannon Hayes. Collins Elementary, soon to be K-8, represented by Principal Sargable. Thank you. Lanier Elementary, represented by Principal Moon. Stowers Elementary, represented by Mrs. Varnado, their ESE specialist. Tinker K-8, represented by Rachel Walters. Dawson Elementary, represented by Principal Womack and Assistant Principal Yeoman. Oh, and their guidance counselor. They've got a crew. Yes. Now, Nelson Elementary was also awarded the distinction and could not be here with us this evening. And the list that was originally sent out, they had left off Newsom High School, so we are very proud to announce that Newsom High School received late today notification that they are our first high school Purple Star program. So we are very excited. And yeah.
Thank you so much. Member Rendon?
I just want to personally thank the principals that are here, the other staff that are here. You know, our students from our military families are also serving our country. And it takes a lot to support those families and those students. And so I want to just thank you guys so much for taking the extra time to show them what a priority they are in our lives. And it means a lot to know that when they're not here, somebody else is here watching out for their kids. So thank you again very much for everything y'all are doing.
Thank you, Member Rendon. Member Washington?
Thank you, Member Rendon, for those kind words. Because I'm a former military person myself, and I want to thank you, the principals, for all that you do, because it's difficult times when your family are away. You have to have somebody to depend on. I really appreciate what y'all do each and every day. And Kim, I can't even express the words I can say good for you, because you always have done a great job. And I just want to tell you, I thank you all for helping military people, because that's at the top of my line. So thank you again. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you, Member Washington. Member Gray?
Yeah, Kim, and you deserve so many accolades, too, for keeping our military families and the students a priority. Superintendent Davis, I'm so glad that we're here giving them the acknowledgement. The principals I know you take such good care. You're very aware of the stresses and the strains of military life and the moving continually. And it takes, I do believe it takes a very special principal to really hold on to the precious, memorable times that the family goes through, good or bad. Thank you for this. You're historically very, very monumental in many of our lives, what you're doing for the children. And I can go on, but I just thank God that we have those type of principles right now that I'm looking at to take care of our children and the teachers as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Gray. And this is close to my heart. Both my brothers served in the military, as well as my husband. He went to 3 different high schools in 3 different countries, and he grew up in the military, so I know how hard that can be. So I want to thank you, Ms. Sukash, and I hope I said your name properly, and all the principals, because I think it's very difficult with children and their families, and when their loved ones are overseas. And I just want to thank all of you, and I want to thank Kristen Davis, who's done such a great job with the legislative priorities and making sure that the Purple Heart and the Purple Star students are recognized. Thank you, each and every one of you, for everything you do. And I know you have to work extra hard with all the transition with students. And I just want to say I really appreciate you. Thank you. Superintendent Davis?
Yes, ma'am. This team has been magnificent. You know, as Kim spoke about, you know, we come through COVID. We have so many different variables we're dealing with. And guess what? We're going to try a new initiative as well. And this entire cohort of leaders and their staff have wrapped their arms around this initiative and their communities. And when these communities are transitioning every couple years, they look for stability. And these individuals show up every single day and know that it is recognized and appreciated. And thank you for being here tonight, for your leader and what you do for our population that needs you the most. But this entire team, I'm proud of you. And Van Ayers, you and Kim and also KD have been awesome, because I know that you're a part of this process as too. Continue to lead and continue to allow us to be partners in that process. So hats off.
Seeing no further business, this meeting is adjourned.